Hey guys, it's JQ Crafty. It's my turn on this amazing hop we are doing for Janet, Galaxy Girl Creations, for her 1,000 subby hop celebration and giveaway, apparently. I love what Janet scraps. I get inspiration from her all the time. She's actually a really good person to talk to as well. She gives good feedback, good ideas. She comes up with stuff. It's awesome. There's a lot of great people in the scrapbook community that I've met and have helped me along the way, and it's been just a blessing and just amazing. So congrats to Janet. Going to Scraplift her today, except for at the time of filming this, right this minute, I have no idea which one I'm going to do. I literally have... I have a slew of them that I want to do, and I have no idea which one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picked out, and I don't know which one. And I have no idea what collection I'm going to use. So I'm doing great. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of look and see what I have that I would want to use. I know I just want to use this photo, and that's only because a lot of the layouts I picked from her are single photo. Okay, so this helps me. So we're going to get rid of this one then. Not this one. And this one I'm kind of leaning towards, I'm drawing inspiration from her for a different layout, so I'm not going to do that one. So yeah, I guess we will, I kind of like this one. This one might be good. Yes, we're gonna do this one. I'll have it above. I'll have a flash to it too. We're gonna do this one. Now I just gotta find papers. I gotta figure out what I want to do. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing I decided to do is I got the Flavors of the Month kit back in, it was either November or December, I can't remember, from the scrap room. And, you know, I haven't touched them just because I've been trying to work on other things, and then Christmas happened and it's just been a slew. Lots of excuses, right? So I decided I'm going to go pull out the photo play collection that was in there because I'm like, I really want to play with it. And I like the colors and I think it'll work. And so I grab it out and, you know, I like the colors, but nothing else. And this is the wonderful thing about the scrap room kits, is the fact that you don't get everything from those collections. So it kind of limits your choice and gives you just a taste of it, which is awesome because then you get a taste of something that maybe you wouldn't have tried before. But it also then kind of limits you sometimes on what you want to make. So I really like that blue, but that ended up being the only thing I like. So I decided, why not go to my stash and see what else I got. So I found this old, I think it was from a Pigtails is what the brand was, this plaid. And I had grabbed a wood grain and I really like that teal paper. So I just cut off a strip of it and I decided to just grab stuff from my stash and not actually use a specific collection. So the wood grain paper is, and then also the notebook paper is from Simple Stories. It's their Color Vibes, their wood grain pack. I get it all the time. I love it. It's my favorite thing. So yeah, so that is what I did instead. And I roughed up the edges of each strip, and I have this photo picked out that I had said earlier. And so now I decided I really want to play with these Jane Alphas from LA Studio, and I want to make my title with that. And so mine's gonna mirror a little bit Janet's. My title's gonna be on the right, and I knew I wanted to do a bigger title, and I decided In the Zone, because when my son would play at school, he just completely in the zone. So that is why I'm calling it that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm just getting everything lined up, and then I'm trying to figure out the colors that I want to use. And I decided I'm going to do the outline and the inner part of the letters, the stamps. So yeah, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be great. So I'm lining it up, trying to figure out where everything's gonna go, and then I decided to do the outline in Evergreen Bow is actually the most, it matches the best with the green that is in the collection, the green teal. And then I'm going to do the inside is Tumbled Glass, which matches the blue that's also in that plaid. And so then I end up noticing I kind of have a monochromatic layout going here, where it's just teals and blues. So we're going to go monochromatic. And once I start realizing that, then it's easier to pull from my stash and do scraps to figure out what I'm going to use for papers and embellishments. So you'll see me do all that, gather all those things together. Now, Janet is very inspiring, and to me, I'm a little shocked, actually, that she is just getting 1,000 now. It blows my mind, some of the people that don't have 1,000 subscribers already, and yeah. So if you are new to her and you haven't, go subscribe. You know, subscribing, if you're like, oh, I don't want to have that many people like getting notifications, you can subscribe and shut off the notifications. That's fine. But you should subscribe. It will help everybody out that's on YouTube. If you like any of their layouts, go subscribe. Super helpful. Anywho, so I'm just grabbing from my stash what I have, some random things. I have a bin like that lays in front of me whenever I have stuff that I kind of toss things in. And yeah, I put them on in there. And so I just grabbed a bunch of blue things out. I had this one 3x4 card that I cut apart earlier, so I got that noted on there. And I'm just going to start adding random layers and layering things up. And I have this little bag that's striped as well that's going to go behind my photo and kind of house my journaling. So my journaling is going to be more hidden than anything, which I'm fine with. I actually like that sometimes, and sometimes when I can write a really long message to like my son or my niece and nephew, or I've had a layout where I wrote a bunch of big message to my husband as well. So yeah, super fun to play with when you can hide your journaling, because then you can write a little more intimate or a little more heartfelt things if you don't want just any old person looking at your layouts and reading what you wrote, if you have a problem with that. So I highly recommend hidden journaling. It's one of my favorite things. So then I'm going to go through my stash now and just trying to find out. I was trying to see if there's any like chipboard, anything I had, any wood veneer. I kind of came up empty-handed, didn't have a lot, but I did have those stars that you saw me sprinkle around. I popped those up on foam. I did have those that had used my die cutting machine for a layout, quite a while ago now. I don't remember when I did it, but I had them laying in this bin. So like I said, whenever I'm kind of just have a little bit of leftovers, I stick them in this little bin that's just right in front of me. And yeah, it works pretty good. So I'm just finding random things and adding them to my layout. And then I'm going to journal about how I love, and his teachers just marveled at how he can just go in his zone. And it's amazing. And it's a good thing and a bad thing, because sometimes then he zones out and he has no idea you're talking to him. But his imagination is just crazy awesome. And yeah, so that's super fun. So that was basically all this, and how thankful we were to have a school that his kindergarten teacher was so awesome at, she would text us throughout the day. And if he did something amazing, I would get a random text message and a picture. And they had this really awesome app where she could share pictures throughout the day, every day too, and we could post them. So that's how I got this photo, because she took a picture of my son and then posted it. And I think she realized that kindergarten's a really big step for a lot of families, because that's kind of the first like all day school event that they have, where they're just learning all day. It's one thing to be at daycare all day, but they're getting wore out at school. They're wore out at daycare too, but they're getting really wore out at school learning, and just, yeah. So it's very fun to see and get that feedback throughout the day instead of having to wait. So I enjoyed that quite a bit. But yes, so that is all I have for you guys. I hope you check out everybody else who's playing along, celebrating Janet and her 1,000 subscribers. Please subscribe to me if you haven't already, and like the video if you are so inclined. And thanks again, you guys. See you next time. Bye.